I can think of only one thing that could lift my spirits right now. Beer.
Beer.
Beer. Beer. Beer. Beer.
This is Drink of Ages on ESPN 97.5.
The only show dedicated to craft beer, spirits, and music.
Here's your host and luminary, John Denman.
John Denman.
All right, welcome to this week's episode of Drink of Ages radio show on ESPN 97.5. I'm glad everybody's here at House of Blues. I'm John Denman, DJ Muscrash, a producer. Jason Esparza from Hell and High Water, making this video happen, all that. We've got a really kick-ass show for everyone tonight. Our music guest, DEM Roots Music. If you've never listened to them, you're gonna find out, man. If you like anything close to reggae or just good rhythm music, you're gonna love these guys, and listen to them throughout the show. And our brewery guest this week is Ingenious Brewing. Man, that crumble's getting to me already. That's only the first segment. James Carlyle.
What's up? What's going on, man?
Oh man,
guys.
Well, I got here and. So, every week we tap whatever the brewery guest is, we tap their beer here at House of Blues, and when I went there to get one, they're like, yeah, it's the Blueberry Crumble. I'm like, man, that's not a small beer to sit and take down, and not only that, it's in not a small glass.
It's not a small beer and not a small glass.
So, the first one went down pretty good, I'm not going to lie. It was not bad. Yeah. And so then all of a sudden I was like, we haven't even started the show yet. So probably need to take a break on this one. And as we're getting ready, if you're watching the video, then you can see there's a lot of beer on the table that James set out for the show already. So I don't know, what are we going to crack open first? And then we can start the show and talking about Ingenious Brewing.
Well, I think since we've already had and tapped the keg of Blueberry Crumble, I think we kind of stay down that avenue for now and just keep pounding some stouts. So
keep going big.
Keep going big.
So we're going to start at the top of the mountain and work our way down.
We haven't quite hit the peak yet, though. Woo. So I've got the Blueberry Crumble that we have right now. Obviously, blueberry chocolate, grandma's blueberry cobbler, just delicious. 8.3%, not that big. But when it's served to you in 20 ounces, it slaps back pretty quick. But what I do have is something that's going to be coming out next Wednesday, which is Campfires and Ghost Stories.
Campfires and Ghost Stories.
Yes.
I like both of those things.
Yeah, so it's also a stout. So 3 things that you should like in this beer. But this is simply like a s'mores in a glass. 10% Imperial Stout. So I say we start with this.
Oh, so we're on the climb right now.
Yeah. We haven't quite hit the what they
I
call
feel
it,
like
the
I feel
summit.
like we're gonna climb and then we're just gonna roll.
We'll roll back down at the end of the show.
For the ABVs. Campfires and Ghost Stories.
Yeah, so graham cracker, marshmallow, chocolate, 10% milk stout base.
That's exactly how you described it. Is exactly what it is. This one, like the Blueberry Crumble, that's it's dessert.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's like a blueberry pie. Really good, a lot of sweetness to it. You lick your lips, you still taste the blueberry. This one, maybe it's because I just got finished drinking that one. This one's much more subtle with the flavors, and if it is that big ABV, it hides it very well.
Yeah, the thing is with this beer, you're trying to kind of mellow or kind of blend those 3 flavors together to create a s'mores experience. Where Blueberry Crumble, you want blueberries to punch you right in the mouth. So blueberry is the main character in that beer. This one's going to be a lot more blended as far as flavors go, more well-rounded, balanced. And you have to do that with a beer that's 2% higher ABV. So.
And Ingenious Brewery, you guys, 3 years?
3 years in March.
3 years in March.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, I did come by.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't remember, but we did come by and hung out. But we came on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit less crowded.
Yeah, we had to make it a whole weekend thing because year 2, of course, we were all stuck inside on our couches. So during a COVID pandemic, so we made this year kind of like just a whole little weekend long. Just come hang out, come tell us happy birthday. We made it.
I'm trying to remember. Man, I mean, it's kind of hard when I start saying I'm trying to remember, because that means if I do remember, then I really dug deep and probably going to have a headache afterwards.
Right.
But, yeah, 3 years. 3 years for you guys.
I just hit 2 years this week.
And you're 2 years.
Yeah, I'm 2 years there, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was excited when they said that they're going to hire you over there, because I mean, they were already doing a lot of. Ingenious came out making very different beers.
That they did.
And you jumped right in and just continued to make those plus others.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's. I think that brewery was a great fit for me. That's why I chose to go work there when it's an hour and 15 minutes away from my house. I love going to work there every day. I love the team that we've assembled, whether it be front of house or back of house. All employees there are there for the brewery, and you can really tell, not just by the quality of beer, but your experiences up front in the tap room and all that stuff.
Man, there's not many breweries in Houston that are making the styles of beer that you guys are. Not many breweries in general that are making the styles that you guys are making. So we're adding so many different things and bringing out so many different flavors where, you're just, people are, like, man, is that even beer? And it's like, yeah, it's absolutely beer. I mean, with the toppers and everything else going on. Of course, you got the haters that are just like, whatever, but it's like, man, how can you not appreciate, the idea and the execution behind it, and then coming up with hey, I've got an idea with this flavor, and then actually creating that, and it tastes like it's supposed to. Yeah,
I mean, and that's the fun in it, and it's also the really hard part of it. Pretty much everyone at the brewery either loves to cook, bake, or drink cocktails. So that's where a lot of our inspiration comes when it comes to brewing beer. And albeit we really love trying to go off the wall and trying to create these beer-like beers. But again, for the people who aren't necessarily into that type of thing, we still keep crispy boys on tap, brown ales, Kolsch, wit beers. We still have that available in our tap room. But what people really come to Ingenious for is just our outlandish ideas of what we can do with a beer.
What's one of the craziest ideas that you guys had that did not work?
So I get asked that a lot, and fortunately there hasn't been too many. We do let some of our office workers or front of house, we let some of them kind of jump back there every now and then and just do like a little one-off batch of one keg, small batch style, something like that. And I'm never going to let Josh live it down, but he tried to make an actual chicken wing beer by putting chicken bouillon into a beer. And I made him pour it down the drain the next day.
Man, as much as I love chicken wings, I don't think I want to drink it.
No, you have to have beer and chicken wings, not chicken wing beer.
Chicken wing beer.
Yeah.
Martin House did that though, right?
And that's what he was like after them for that. He was like, no, it didn't even have real chicken in it. It's got to have. I'm like, man.
But did you try that one?
No, I would refuse to try it.
Yeah, I never tried it either.
No.
And I didn't know what I wanted it to taste like. Like, honestly, in my head, it's like, what would I want a chicken wing beer to taste like? And I was like, I don't want it to taste like a chicken wing beer.
I literally had Buffalo Wild Wings today with my son after we were running some errands. And I don't want I'm not going to lie, I drink Miller Lite when I eat my hot wings. Mm-hmm. But I don't want my Miller Lite to taste like spicy buffalo wings. Mm-mm. Like, that's how you wash it down. What am I going to wash down the buffalo chicken wing beer with after I drink buffalo chicken wing beer?
Man, again, I can appreciate the art of everything, and it's like, man, did that go too far? Not really. Some people may love it. If they can pull it off, then I say rock and roll. Just make it happen.
Yeah, more power to them. I mean, I'm in no position to tell a brewery they shouldn't try to go outside the boundaries of what beer is. We kind of like tiptoe outside that line sometimes, but sometimes Martin House crossed that line so far that line becomes the dot. But more power to them, because people flock to go get that stuff, and either people really love it or they really hate it.
Remember when like the craziest beer made was out of like a bull testicle?
The Rocky Mountain oysters. That was up in Colorado, right?
That was that popped up in like a memory. My mom sent it to me like 2013. She's like, "Have you tried this beer?" And
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like the craziest thing, you know. It got all this publicity.
What?
And now you make beer out of everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I remember when we got kind of like looked at funny when we told people we were going to add flaked oats to an IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? Why would you do that?
Why would you ever do that?
Yeah.
Those IPAs need to be clear.
We still make those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like I said, like our bread and butter, like our wheelhouse is creativity, art, science, and just the passion of just trying to do something that some people will either really enjoy or really hate. But regardless, they're talking about it. So
we're also just at those times now that there's no in between. You know, people are just like, oh yeah, man, that's not a bad beer, no matter what it is, or that's okay. Yeah. It's either I love it or I hate it, and if you hate it, then you got to be you're supposed to be more vocal, right? And yell a lot more and
clickety clack and
clickety clackety all over
pounding
the place,
keyboards.
Man.
Yeah. That line's was very thin at the very beginning, and it's very bold right now as far as with or against heavily adjuncted or hazy style beers or more traditional Reinheitsgebot style, purists. But there's, like I said, like there's at our brewery, we try to keep enough beer for both sides. So.
That is really good. Okay. Campfire and Ghost Stories. For the ABV that it is, that was, just nice and smooth. Yeah. Just really tasty. Yeah. Getting a phone call right now. Because people know that I'm
Brody, wait
in
your
the
turn.
middle of a show.
Tell Brody to wait his fucking turn.
But yeah, man, that is really tasty. What's going to be the next? Are we going up still?
We're going to go ahead and hit the peak.
We're going to hit the peak?
Yeah.
Let's see. What time do we have?
7 o'clock.
Let's save that one for the next segment because we're already getting close to the end of this one. But man, blueberry cobbler. This thing right here.
Cheers.
Now I was excited whenever the first time that I met Justin, and we tried the beers and all that stuff, and all the it was just different, right? It was just different. Like there weren't no one in Houston was really going to that level and that direction with beers. And so the first time I tried them, it was like, man, this is really great. And we did an Ingenious event at Drink of Ages Pub. We couldn't sell kegs or sell it or whatever, so we had them there just to hang out. And the line was out the door, all the way down the sidewalk, all the way to CVS. People wanted to come in and try the Ingenious brews. Yeah. And I was like, holy crap, man, this is, trends, styles, all this other stuff, man. I don't know. I just preach, if you like drinking beer, man, drink what you like. Sometimes I want to drink some crazy stuff. Sometimes, like I said, man, I'll throw down Modelo's all day long.
Heck yeah.
But
I mean, so I'm, obviously as a brewer of these beers, along with me and my team, like we love drinking them. We would never put a beer out the door that we just didn't think was up to par. But at the same time, though, if you ask my production staff what they like to brew or drink the most, it's going to be our Pilsners, our Kolsch's. When I'm at home or eating chicken wings, I'm drinking Miller Lite. And then there's nights where I sit on the couch and have a glass of bourbon while I sit there and enjoy like an evening pipe. Mm-hmm. And, so like we said earlier, we're men of many addictions.
Yeah.
Talents or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, you have kids. I have kids. Right. I've got my favorite beers.
Yeah.
For certain situations.
Yeah, that's the truth.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll get back and talk more with James Carlyle from Ingenious Brewing Company, DEM Roots Music. About to play some badass songs for you all. Enjoy them, look them up. And this is Drink of Ages. We'll be right back.
Changing up the temperature, got to moving forward with the tilting world. And the summer sun not gonna hit from your skin and changing up this weather, changing pressure from within. Woman, you're the one to love, who to our case and I was sent from above. tender. Smiling of the yes and needed for my burning love, and the people will forever sing. Sing it all together so the morning light could bring. And the people will forever sing. Sing it all together so the morning light could bring. Truth for I and I won't be compromised. I'll go back to something of the cause to live in. I don't need the disrespect, don't like to focus on the road to Zion. Yes, forever to Mount Zion, 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 forever to Mount Zion. There be no room for the wicked of this train. Forever to Mount Zion, yeah, forever to Mount Zion, yeah. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. And they say the acknowledgement from the top ranking committees to pursue whatever you choose, but must take participation in the consumption of the enchanted fruit, forbidden to the youth from the creation of this land. And Jah to me jump up and sing, drop to the Bible where we used to every day say, blessed is the land where the children play. What coffee or what champagne toasted with butter, keep my belly full as I drip away. I said forever to Mount Zion, 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 forever to Mount Zion. There be no room but the wicked of this earth. Forever to Mount Zion, yeah, forever to Mount Zion, yeah.
Platypus Brewing, brewed with a Texan heart and Australian soul. Local brew craft beer, full restaurant, wine and cider, private event space located a stone's throw from downtown at 1902 Washington Avenue. What's your choice? Taco Tuesday, Surf and Turf Steak Night Wednesday, Barbecue Thursday, Smoked in House, Fish and Chips Friday, the best in town, covered patio and kids menu available, and up to 15 beers on tap including a range of cores and always new specialties from blondes, sours, IPAs, ambers and porters and stouts. Whatever your choice, we look forward to seeing you. Hey, book your next event at Platypus, platypusbrewing.com.
Weekends are a great time to check out Megaton Brewing in Kingwood. Jared, Chris, and the gang have created a badass place to kick back and enjoy a few beers. Big stouts, approachable sours, and plenty of hoppy brews are on tap at Megaton. Lots of space to hold your birthday party, corporate outing, or any event in one of the most unique tap rooms in the Houston area. Check them out on social media for their concert and event schedule. Megaton Brewery. Hope to see everyone at the vault. You may have noticed there have been quite a few changes at No Label, and they are steadily pumping out tasty brews. With their new head brewer, Trailer, bringing in his West Coast brewing skills, taps have been flowing with lots of hoppy deliciousness like Cali Boy West Coast IPA. I'm real excited about what they're doing on the west side. Tap room is open 7 days a week, very family and dog friendly. Make the short trip to Katy and see what is happening at No Label. Follow them on social media for events and beer releases. No Label Brewing Company. Have an event in mind and looking for a place that is fun and beer is involved? Host your next event at a brewery. At Spindletap, they have full venue rental and partial rental options that are perfect for company events, birthday parties, weddings, receptions, and more. Host a memorable event at a venue that offers a fun atmosphere and many amenities. Email info@spindletap.com or call 713-325-1477 to get more details. Key T Wellness, our friends down in Dickinson, is where you need to go if you're feeling sluggish, non-energetic, and non-motivated, not just when you're hungover. Get to know your numbers. As we get a little older, our hormone levels change, men and women. Key T Wellness can help. Weight loss, hormone optimization, low testosterone, B12, Botox, and more. Stop in and tell them that you heard it on Drink of Ages and get a free B12 shot. KeyTWellness.com. Why not feel your best again?
KeyTWellness.com.
And welcome back to some more Drink of Ages radio show here on ESPN 97.5. That was some DEM Roots music. What you guys think about that?
Yeah, dude.
Give it up, man.
These guys
Band.
jam, dude.
It's good stuff, man.
Jam.
One cool thing is they will be here playing House of Blues.
Someday in the future.
Timeout. I'm looking. Because it's going to be really cool, man, because they're already playing some badass reggae music. But on July 10th, they're going to be doing Bob Marley and the Wailers, the Legend album up here.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
what time does that go on?
That's a great question that I don't have the answer for. But it's probably going to be the evening on July 10th.
Well, I'll tell you what then. I'll make you a bet. I'll be here July 10th if you're at Ingenious July 10th.
Wait a minute. What's going on July 10th?
We got our Tiki event coming up July 10th.
Oh,
That's
nice.
at 11 a.m. though.
Oh, yeah. So we start there.
Yeah, dude. Start out in Humble
at
the brewery. Tiki event, which is all like Tiki inspired, like cocktails, beer that are, cocktail inspired.
Yeah.
Glassware release, all that good stuff. 11 a.m. out in Humble at the brewery, July 10th.
Man, all right.
And then I'll come and hang out with DEM Roots.
So I'll show up around, noon.
Yeah.
We hang out at Ingenious, and then we come back here to House of Blues.
And, yeah.
8. Pete's saying 8 p.m.
So we can still come here. We can still come here like at 2 and hang out until then, right?
So we're going to spend like 8 hours at Ingenious?
We've got Reserve 101 and Dirt Bar next door.
That's true. That's
go
true.
there. I'm pretty sure the Astros might be playing. Yeah, Astros might be playing or
stuff.
something down the road, or
Man, that's going to be a busy day.
Yeah.
July 10th.
It'll just add to our ever-evolving book of stories of John and James.
I feel like that what I probably should do is July 9th, do something really good for my wife.
Yeah. Hey, send me that invite on my calendar so I can do that.
Whatever that's going to be.
Do the laundry.
Do something good, right?
Yeah,
and just be like, oh, by the way, baby, I'm going to be gone for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Because
I'll be in Houston. But I'm just not going to be here.
and you can try to call, but the
phone's off the hook.
All that. I have a very patient wife.
You're lucky, man.
What's next?
Remember that whole peak thing that we were talking about?
Yes.
So this came out with our latest turtle release, which we do a lot of proceeds for the Turtle Survival Alliance. Just another cool organization to help out. One thing about Ingenious is that we try to keep our books just barely in the black, give the rest away. That's another reason why our motto, I think, works so well, is that we try to stay involved in a lot of local organizations as much as we can to help back. But this one is Turtle Power. Who was your favorite Ninja Turtle growing up? And please say the blue one.
Man, that's a tough one, right? Yeah, I mean, Donatello is usually everybody's favorite. It's always good, but
I think
Raphael was a little serious at times.
Raphael was a little serious. Michelangelo, the party guy.
Yeah, he was a party guy.
But then, like, your leader, like your big, strong leader, was going to be, Leonardo.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And that he's the epitome of turtle power, which is a 14% Russian Imperial Stout.
Hold on, let me stretch. All right, I'm ready.
Chocolate, pecans, and salted caramel.
Hot damn. All right, let's try this out.
Glassware, sir.
Yeah, the good old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Remember the first movie that came out?
I watched them all, man.
What was your favorite? Because I feel like now that
like Return of the Ooze.
Return of the Ooze.
Yeah, dude.
Cheers, by the way. And I don't even know if we got that sound to opening the can on the
right. What we say is instead of cheers, we say cowabunga.
Yeah. All right. There's pecan.
Yeah. A little salted caramel.
Mm-hmm. That caramel comes at the end.
A lot of big roasty stout booziness.
14%.
14%.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight and joining
Until
us
next week.
for this week. You're going to listen to a lot of DEM Roots music.
They're going to play all 5 of their albums tonight.
As I lay on the stage. Now, this is really good, though. Hey, I mean, but you guys nail stouts. They make really good stouts.
Yeah.
I'm really sitting here tasting like I just ate a pretzel.
And I'm kind of glad we chose to do this one the second round, or second segment, because it actually gave it a chance to warm up a bit. I think that's, obviously I'm a big, big IPA drinker. I love sours. Stouts I'm hit or miss on. But this one right here, even on canning day, canning day got a little sketchy. There were a lot less cans accounted for at the end of the day because we were just taking them off the line and drinking them. But this is a damn good beer. But after this guy warms up some, all those flavors tend to pop out at you. And
what is like your favorite style of beer to make?
My favorite style of beer to make is actually lagers. I love brewing Crispy Boys. I love brewing like 4.5%. Just once I can sit there and just pound all day on the golf course when we do the golf tournaments and all that stuff.
That's what this is, right?
Yeah. Perfect for a 98-degree Houston summer day is a 14% Russian Imperial Stout with pecans and salted caramel. But each beer kind of has like its own thing, as far as as far as I go, without being a barrel-aged stout, this is by far the best stout that I think that we've put out. It's to me, it just says Russian Imperial Stout. It says booziness, and you can get all those flavors out of it. But then you go into other things as far as like sours and the IPAs. Those are a lot more common nowadays. And it's really just the Crispy Boys that I like to brew the most. So you can't hide anything behind those. You get a lot less haters when you put out a Crispy Boy than you do when you put out a hazy.
Yeah, but do you think that's kind of, like the pendulums always swing back and forth
it does.
From everything. So now, it's follow the herd, just another cow, situation.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we're going back to lagers and pilsners.
Yeah,
and
and then in
beers.
3 years it'll be, hazy IPAs. It'll be all over the map again.
Hazy stouts.
Yeah.
Just it'll be something else.
Yeah, saying there's no telling where it's heading, which that's the fun in it. You have to kind of like go with the curve. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I make beer for my register, the front of the tap room, and as long as that thing still opens and closes constantly, we're doing something right. As soon as it slows down, then we'll reevaluate our game plan, and we'll adapt, and we'll try our hard to be the best at it again.
Yeah, definitely. And with so many local breweries, making different styles of beer to satisfy so many people, I mean, it's gotten really hard for like the big breweries, the ones that we grew up drinking.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the best approach is for like a Sierra Nevada? I mean, they're not going away or anything, but to just continue to pump out like the liquid that is tried and true. I mean, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is probably one of the best beers ever made. But
yeah, I mean, like I was actually looking at New Brewers Magazine the other day, and I think Sierra Nevada is the only one besides even Sam Adams, they dipped, but Sierra Nevada actually showed growth. So Ken's still growing that business. It's crazy. I mean, you see me at a ballpark, and I see that Sierra Nevada tap handle, nothing better than a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale and a ballpark dog.
Yeah, no doubt.
Catch in a game.
You can be driving down Bolivar, pull into a small little store, walk in, and there's
Everywhere.
Pale Ale or torpedoes, and you're like, ooh, what kind of deal am I about to have?
Yeah.
So,
right. Yeah. Pick your poison.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, for me it'll be Sierra Nevada Pale.
It's good to see that they're still growing because man, it's a tough market for sure. And with so many more breweries, I'm not saying there's a bubble or anything because I think there's so much more room to grow even in Houston. Yeah. That the amount of people that drink beer in Houston is, I don't know, like 90% of adults over 21.
Yeah,
something.
We're third, fourth largest, city in the country. Something like around 4 million people.
We haven't taken Chicago yet.
I think we bounce back and forth.
Do we?
Yeah. We need their murder rate to go up.
I know. That's what I'm waiting. I mean, murder rate's
do
it. Chicago. Come on, guys.
Come on, step your game up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Houston's murder rates also went up. So, that's where we're juggling that.
But yeah, man, there's a huge plethora of palates in Houston. You know, that's what's cool about it. And I think the breweries kind of reflect that. I mean, we're close to a little over 80 now in greater Houston area, which is still, you know, pennies on the dollar to Colorado or Oregon or, those other those big brewery capitals. But that's you're gonna start. I think what you're gonna start seeing is you're gonna start seeing breweries who are like further outside of like city lines start to open up like tap rooms or something like that. You know, like a growler shop or something like that.
Well, I actually expected that, right? Why didn't some of these big breweries like Avery? If Avery opened up a tap room in Houston, like downtown Houston, it'd kill it.
Especially with the money that they have, they could find premium locations, and it would just look badass to walk in there and just see all their barrel aged.
I would like to see
stuff.
that.
That would be awesome. So they're having to, travel all the way up there to them to go see them.
But yeah, I'm really surprised that that has not happened.
As far as you got so you got Southern Yankees doing a tap room like closer into town.
They are, yeah, off of West Alabama.
Yeah, so it's that's to me that's a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep. Although I will miss Good Dog that was there, but I hear they're gonna have really good hot dogs.
They're gonna leave it in good hands.
Yeah.
Sydney's good people. Their team up there at Southern Yankee are good people.
I don't know, what brewery do you hang out with or hang out at when you're not at Ingenious?
What brewery?
Yeah.
Few and far in between. I've kind of become more of like a hermit crab lately. That's why I think it's nice to live so far away from the brewery, is that when I get home, I can just disconnect myself. So, is Call of Duty a brewery?
It can be.
So I spent a lot of my time playing Call of Duty. Of course, both of my sons played flag football all from spring all summer. So we actually just finished that this weekend. My daughter just started volleyball.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, your kids are in all that stuff right now.
Yeah.
So you're busy.
Yeah, I got a 9, a 12, and a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
So, well, my daughter just started her volleyball season on Sunday. So
9, 12, and 13.
Yeah.
Whew. Man, you're about to be in trouble.
I already am. Actually, my wife just called. I have to go. No, joking. No, she did tell me to send love. Just says tell you hi.
Yes. Hello.
She, of course, would have been here had it not been for the crotch goblins.
Understand. Those things get in the way of so much.
Right.
I'm just playing, man. Kids are great, but yeah, man, teenagers.
Oh yeah.
It really prepares you to be like, get the F out of my house.
Yeah, that's why we drink 14% Turtle Power on Tuesday evenings.
I love it. All right, let's take another break. When we get back, we'll talk more with James Carlyle from Ingenious Brewing Company. And in the meantime, we're going to listen to some more DEM Roots music. This is Drink of Ages on 97.5. Stay tuned.
Get it.
Can me at the pound, different praises I'll receive. And if the wicked choose to follow them, it don't turn them bound. That light, ever payment from them throne. That banquet to pass it, just no ordinary man. Over selflessly demanding them. Choose to run about. My mama said, keep your belly full and never say. I said, ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Ooh, I like
The most fun and good times Beer Fest is back, happening November 11th through the 13th at Katy Mills Mall, featuring multiple stages of live music, food trucks, multiple party zones, and of course, lots of beers to try. Over 600 if we are counting. VIP is where you want to be, but general admission is still a great time. Get your tickets today for Wild West Brew Fest November 11th by going to wildwestbrewfest.com, one of the premier brew fests in the country, wildwestbrewfest.com. Mark your calendar for June 26th. Punks and Pints Fest Music Fest is happening at Spindle Tap, headlined by one of Houston's best, Los Carnales, with Dead Rabbits, O'Doyle Rules, The Lockdowns, and Stupid Idiot, featuring burlesque performances and a collaboration beer release between Drink of Ages, Baba Brew House, and Spindle Tap Brewery. Search Punks and Pints Fest on Eventbrite for ticket link and info, and follow on Facebook, Punks and Pints Fest, badass music and badass beers. Punks and Pints Fest, June 26th. This week's Brew Ops bottle release at True Anomaly is Commander Wonderlick, which brings together a few of the best qualities found in the neighborhood. True Anomaly convinced Eighth Wonder to do a Belgian beer, and of course they went big with a Belgian Strong Ale. True Anomaly scooped out some and conditioned it in one of their funky fooders for half a year. It's no wonder that this blend starts with rustic cedar and oak notes both in the nose and initial tasting, while finishing with a long spice touch. Both elements build and profile throughout the glass while getting a little help from the healthy ABV backbone to balance. Get some in the tap room over at True Anomaly before it's gone. Live shows are back at House of Blues with Max Flynn this Saturday, and next Tuesday, join us for the recording of Drink of Ages radio show with Ingenious Brewing and music guest DEM Roots Music. Jay Hook's Blues on Wednesday the 16th, Texas Sundown Band on Thursday, John Egan Friday at 5:30, and Thunderpants 80s cover band at 8. Come hungry. House of Blues restaurant makes some great food. The restaurant is open Tuesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. houseofblues.com/Houston for more events and info. Go see a show.
Hey, this is Blake Harris, the general manager at Rudyard's British Pub. Just want to invite you guys out to our Thursday night steak and pint night. It's $25 for a 16-ounce New York strip, party potatoes, Caesar salad, and a free pint. As well, starting at 7 o'clock, we've got $4 pints all night long. Right now, we're doing about 20 on draft, and in the near future, we will be increasing that number. So come check us out. We're at 2010 Wall Drive in Montrose.
Enjoying tonight's show? Have a vision you need to make a reality? Reach out to Hell and High Water Productions. I did. Jason and the crew produce each Drink of Ages YouTube show. Corporate events, concerts, commercials, live streams, they have the skill and technology to make it happen. Come Hell and High Water. They are here to serve you. Give them a call at 832-356-9701. All right, we're back. This is Drink of Ages radio show on ESPN 97.5. We are live at House of Blues, Houston, hanging out. DEM Roots Music, still playing some badass stuff. Check them out June 26th. They're going to be playing at Continental Club. Then on July 1st at Menard Park in Galveston. And then, like we talked about earlier, July 10th here at 8 p.m. at House of Blues. DEM's going to be performing Bob Marley's Legend.
I'm bringing my wife. Like, it's going to be an awesome show.
Yeah, that sounds like a date night.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Redemption Song comes on, man, that's just one of those like super late night, man. You got to get up, dance a little bit, stir it up.
Yeah. I mean, she's a huge Marley fan, but then like I'm a huge whiskey fan, so like I can
make it all
slip
work
off
out
next door and go see our old crew over at Dirt Bar and Reserve 101.
Yeah, that's right. James Carlyle from Ingenious Brewing Company is our guest, and man, yeah, you were talking about how you used to work at Dirt Bar.
Yeah. Yeah, this was actually back when they were at 222 Yale, which is now I think it's a Walmart.
I believe it is, right?
Yeah. But
now, if I'm remembering correctly, which most likely I'm not, right? Was there something else behind it? Were there shadow boxes for people to dance in at that Dirt Bar, or am I thinking of something completely?
No, you were. Yeah, you're not remembering correctly.
There
were a lot of shadows in that bar, but not because of boxes, just because the lights were kept down low the whole time. It was just a grunge, punk rock, just hole in the wall. It was like our motto at the time was "Don't tell your friends."
Yeah. I don't know. There's that time when that was open, and probably like the previous decade before that might be just a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Around Houston.
Same. Yeah. I don't want to age you, but are we close to age?
Well, I am truthful, and I turned 46, so I don't think I think I'm a little bit ahead of you. Like my dates go back to like back when Emos was around, Club Sum, Power Tools. You know, that's when we were running around Houston just doing a bunch of really good stuff for the community. You aged me
by 10, but I was still able to get into like the engine room and stuff and see Rise Against open for Rancid and stuff. That was
man, so many good shows.
Under Oath, all that stuff.
I know we're on the last segment here, and there's still 5 beers on the table, so I think we need to get started on at least one of them.
All right, so let's do what. Let's do something crazy here. Let's drink a Fruit Madness.
Good plan.
It's a lot of fruit, so it'll
get our vitamins.
Should lighten you up a little bit. So Fruit Madness. This is a mango nata. So you know what a mango nata like margarita is. Mm-hmm. So very similar to that, and it.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to make me healthier.
We always put so much stuff in different beers, I have to always go back and look at the labels. So, mango, lime, chamoy, and just a touch of tahini.
No, that's really good. This beer's been sitting on the table for the last 45 minutes or so.
Yep.
Warmed up a little bit. And I could
have no ice in the cooler.
I could drink this just like it is, like all day long.
Yeah. Cool thing is it didn't explode all over your table.
Luckily, that has definitely been an issue for a few.
Not us. So we kind of got that nailed down.
Yes. The fermentation sometimes never stops, and in an enclosed environment, basically turns into like a little mini bomb.
Yeah, we've had our trials and tribulations in the past and all that stuff, but we've come up with someone just says takes practice. I don't know if he's talking to me or not. I don't know, but we've kind of like we've kind of nailed down the whole superfruited sours. We can ship this beer. Room temp, not cold, across country, and nothing will happen as soon as you open it.
You guys are also down in Mexico City, right?
We're in the UK now.
Yeah, in the UK.
Then we're about 4 or 5 different other states. We're on Tavor's app. Obviously, you won't see it on your app if you're here locally in Houston because they do it regionally. But we're everywhere.
This is I went through that phase. It should have been longer lived, but it was pretty short lived. Of waking up in the morning, I was like, man, I'm gonna drink a smoothie, get all the healthy stuff.
This is why I brewed this. I can drink this in the morning.
I could go to this in the morning, and
it's still about 8 to 9% alcohol.
I was about to say add a shot of rum to this.
You can if you want. It is a big drop down from Turtle Power, so.
That's really good.
Yeah. So
it's just a whole different style of beer. It's still beer. And when people try it, I'm sure that you guys, like in your tap room, you do so many different things. Like I said, with the frozen toppers and the tap room only releases and all that stuff. So when you have people show up, how often do they know what they're really getting into? Do they know, they're like, hey, I'd like to try a beer, and you're like, okay, well, watch this.
One of our biggest things is we have people come in, and they were there like, I was here 2 weeks ago, I had this beer on tap. I want that. We don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
So, but there's always a second recommendation. It's like our taproom staff is very good. They'd be like, hey, we're out of this. This was a small batch that we did. Try this instead. I'm like, oh my God, this is, I like this even better. Oh, it turns out we have it in cans too. Oh, I'll take some cans home. So it's a fun spot to be in. You're gonna find something that you actually like in our tap room. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you. Sometimes I'll actually be out there and have a beer with you if that's your sort of thing.
I like it because I show up, they're like, try this. So I get to taste all the beers, and I'm like, all right, give me a
well,
pint of
you're
this,
who you
some
are.
of this,
Yeah.
some of that.
So when you show up, we have to, pound. We call it pound the palate.
Pound it. Ooh.
All right.
Yeah. I think there's a movie in there somewhere, man.
Probably not, cinematic, but skinematic maybe.
Skinematic. This is the worst, man. Flipping through the channel, you're like, oh, hey, look at this. And all of a sudden it's just like, man, Cinemax, come on.
Right?
Just something. What are we drinking now?
So on a float.
On a float.
Session stuff. So I said, we hit the peak earlier. Let's work our way back down. Calm down. Wrap the show up.
I don't know. I'm talking about Cinemax movies.
Yeah. You kind of like got off the deep end there. But yeah, so Session IPA, 5% haze.
It's a good one for a float.
Yeah, that's what it is. And this was actually another distilled beer. Besides Fruit Madness, I think everything up here is going to be available in HEB. Available for draft pours at your local favorite spot. If they don't have it, tell them what the fuck you doing.
Just get it.
Just get it.
Yeah. You guys are just throwing kegs out, putting cans out. Like I said, man, Mexico and the UK, it's pretty sweet, man. 3 years, some big growth. But it's also badass to see all these boards being people trading beers and stuff like that. You always see Ingenious on there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's funny. We live in our brewery lives in Humble, but we are also all very humble, which is also why I created like the whole initiative that I did starting towards the end of last year, the Humbled and Humble project, what I want to do is another way for us to be able to contact local organizations and charities and get them involved in the whole brewing process and brew a beer that kind of engulfs them, and then be able to release that beer and give all those proceeds right back to the organization. So
that's really great of you guys. Yeah. Humbled and Humble.
Yeah.
So how many charities have you worked with so far?
I'd say it's close to about 20 or 30.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. So like I said, like we make enough money to pay bills, pay employees, put a little bit in the bank for future expansions, and then we try to find an organization to work with to give the rest away. It's literally the worst business plan ever, but it actually, in a way, it's the best for us because of what we do. The amount of money and time that goes into making these super high adjuncted beers and making them actually like a true quality product, shelf stable product, it's a lot of work. But to be able to still give back to our local charities, foundations in our community within the Houston area, that's really like what it's about. So,
yeah, I grew up in Humble, and I'm kind of glad that breweries didn't really kick off till a little bit later in my life, because Steve's Liquor, that was our spot.
Yeah. We'll polish that off, and then I'll polish you off with.
So what is this one?
It's a Mexican lager. See right through that.
Good way to, like I said, man, good way to finish it, right?
Yeah. Cleanse the palate.
Mm-hmm. So we can get back to the blueberry crumble that's on tap.
I thought you said you were going to Reserve 101 with Rodney.
Oh, man, Reserve 101. That's where, like, the fourth segment happens, typically, is at Reserve 101, but no comment.
Yeah, okay.
No comment.
So, well, cheers. Well, thanks
cheers. And Ingenious Brewing Company, anything coming up over with you guys, man, that everybody needs to look out for or stop by and have a drink?
So besides the Tiki event, which we've already planned on being the 10th, to go there first, and then out at the brewery, the Tiki event.
Yep.
Tiki-inspired sours, IPAs, all that good stuff. Glassware is going to be available. So come out there and grab that at 11. That's when it starts. It is a VIP ticketed event. It's only $15 though to get your glassware. But there after that,
kind of VIP.
Yeah. Well, you're in there like swimwear because you know James the brewer.
Woo.
Yeah. So you tell him. But then there also is general admission. You just come in. The glassware won't be available for general admission. Only available for VIP. But we're gonna have tons of delicious, just small batch only for that release. That's it. And this event sells out every year. It's an awesome event. Plus, we do trivia every night. We do steak nights every Wednesday. I'm sorry, trivia every Tuesday, steak nights every Wednesday. Just come out and hang out.
Yeah.
We have happy hour every night from, I think it's like 6 to 7. If I'm wrong, I'll hear about it tomorrow.
I was about to say, man, that's like a true happy hour.
Right. Yeah.
This is the happy hour from 6 to 7.
Yeah. Mondays,
happy.
yeah. Mondays we do half pour or full pours for half pour prices all day.
Yeah.
And that's all day. We open up at 4. Come check us out on the weekends. We're open at noon till 9. We normally have some of the most badass food trucks out there. Gastrocraft, Live Maine Lobster, Made in LA. So we have,
Yeah, I mean, after making the way through last year and getting to this point now where tap rooms are back open, everybody needs to go out and support the breweries, man.
Yeah.
Just get out there and try Ingenious.
Yeah.
If you've never tried them before, go by there, drink some beer, see if you like them.
yeah. Oh, hell, that's my plan. My plan is to go out there and see the breweries that I wasn't able to go see the last year and a half. There's actually a pretty long list of breweries here in Houston that I haven't got a chance to go hang out with and check them out, and I'm excited for that.
There's like a dozen breweries I still haven't been to yet that opened up. So I don't know, James. Maybe we need to pick a day, man, and we need a driver.
Bro date.
Yeah.
Bro date.
and drivers.
And drivers.
Chicken wings, driver, breweries.
Miller Lite, bourbon, back to beer, more chicken wings, more beer, then bourbon, then probably a hotel somewhere.
Yeah. Huh. That's a good plan. No, man, appreciate you coming and hanging out, man. I miss you, man. I haven't seen you in a long time, so it's cool to hang out with you.
This has been awesome.
We've known each other for a long time, and man, it's cool to always hang out and drink beer with you, and it's also even more fun to drink the beer that you made.
Yeah. Has anyone else completed the whole the global round trip? So shows at studio, Firehouse.
I was at a show at every place.
Yeah,
man, not very many, honestly. So starting off at the studio, at the radio station,
there,
then Firehouse Saloon,
there,
then Drink of Ages,
there,
and now at House of Blues,
there, here.
Yeah, man, I think that's
I need like a badge.
I think
we
need to have a DOA badge.
DOA.
It was like, you've done it.
Yeah.
No, I dig it, man.
Thanks for having me, brother. I appreciate you, man. Always a good time with you. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Ingenious Brewing Company. If you've never been out there, go check them out, man. They're in Humble, making some badass beers. And, if you like them, stop by bars and tell the bars that you would like for them to carry some Ingenious Brewery. And, man, want to also thank DEM Roots Music for coming out and playing tonight at House of Blues. I almost said something bad. Phenomenal band playing some great music. And they're going to close out the show tonight playing a lot of great, badass tunes. Check them out here July 10th.
He's going pee again.
Yeah, July 10th, 8 p.m., House of Blues in the restaurant. They're going to be playing all the old Bob Marley and the Wailers, one of the best albums ever made in the history of mankind. So want to thank everybody that stopped by to hang out with us. Want to thank everybody for listening. You can listen to any of the old shows sponsored by No Label Brewing Company by going to SoundCloud, Audible, Amazon, Apple. I don't know. It's
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. But that you got to pay a little bit extra for that one, but it's worth it. I promise. I promise. YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can watch all the beers and you can actually see the beers that we're drinking. Want to thank everybody for watching. Everybody be safe. We'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.
seeking along for some attention. Listen to the rhythm, 'cause I got something to tell. If that's time for some worry that you cannot connect to them well, then some time now pass you in a hurry. It's another decision that you thought you made well. Don't know that I need a little excitement, some good loving that can help you push through. Keep your mind up, the troubles into lightning. Light up the fire, switch on and go love you. Yeah. Well, oh, well, oh, well. Listen. Girl, that trying to prevent me from ever loving you, and they see me. They said to spread around, but I believe no chapter from the mouth. No, 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 no. If that's time for some worry that you cannot connect to them well, then some time now pass you in a hurry. It's an decision that you thought you made well. Don't know that I need a little excitement, some good loving that could bamboo through. Keep your mind up, be troubles into lightning. Light up the fire, switch on and go love you. Yeah. Well, oh, well, oh, well. I said, I can't take every day. Well, oh, well, oh, well. I won't pass, yeah, never let go. 'Cause we want you to know, Vicky said we play. Won't pass, yeah, never let go. I'm taking, 'cause we want you to know, Vicky said we play. They say life is one big desert, and there's a lot in it to find. Yeah. Don't let the sandstone blow your mind, or the best can let that come in by night. They say the road is long and rough, but child that children we just don't do enough. Stand by his side and I'll be there to guide. If you're right there by his side, hold on, yeah, never let go. I'm saying, 'cause we want you to know, Vicky say we play. Hold on, yeah, never let go. Now listen, 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 'cause we want you to know, Vicky say we play. Original thing. So you keep on telling me love, now that you want some, and I keep on telling you I've got some time to spare. Really, you are seeking along for some attention. Listen to the rhythm, 'cause I got something to tell. If that's time for some worry that you cannot connect to them well, then some time now pass you in a hurry. It's another decision that you thought you made well. Don't know that I need a little excitement, some good loving that can help you push through. Keep your mind up, be trouble into lightning. Light up the fire, switch on and go love you. Yeah.
John Bargerstock from KT Wellness is back with us. And John, tell us how testosterone replacement therapy can be beneficial for those who need it.
Great question. Well, a lot of guys think that it's just treating an area below the belly button region, but actually what it is treating area from head to toe. There's a lot of, symptoms that can creep up over the years because of the deficiency, but really what it helps is a multitude of things. It helps us with our mental clarity and staying focused throughout the day. It helps us avoid fatigue and be energetic throughout the day. Of course, it helps our libido and performance in the bedroom. There's studies that show it's great for the heart. It has a multitude of benefits, and of course there are risks, but the benefits far outweigh those risks.
So that's what you guys do at KT, though. You can come in, get your numbers tested, and see if you're actually a good candidate for this.
Yep. Actually, we make sure everybody qualifies for treatment before we offer that treatment. We don't just allow anyone to come in off the street and get testosterone therapy. It is a therapy, which means we bring people back to normalized, and I like to use the word optimized levels, not just normalized levels. So if they're deficient, we check their number. We verify that with a blood test. There has to be presence of symptoms. And then we put those two pieces of information and decide whether or not this person is a good candidate for treatment.
Well, that's fantastic, because John and I, we kind of share birthdays. He's one day before, and we just had it. And so we're getting older, and things aren't, it's not
recovery
quite like
time is not as quick as it used to be.
No, of course. But no, it's it's something every guy should know their number, where they are now, because with each decade of life, our levels drop anywhere from 10 to 20%. So it's a pretty drastic change, once you hit your late 30s and beyond.
Well, you can find out more information at ktwellness.com, and this portion of the show, the Men's Health Minute, is sponsored by KT Wellness. Unlock your potential.
Thanks, John, for having me.